I guess we are live. I was counting the minutes to be here with y'all. You don't know. It was like amazing. Let me see. Tell me about the lighting, whoever's there. Okay. We're going to wait a few minutes because, as you know, I'm always early, which I love. Let's see who's going to appear first. It's exciting. Very nice. Susana from Spain, always. So good to see you. How are you? ¿Cómo estás, Susana? ¿Todo bien? Espero que todo esté bien. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Rosemary, how are you, my sweetie? Brandon, how are you, sir? My male support, that's always. Buenas noches. Good. Scott, how are you? Scott Cranford, my neighbor. So good. Let's see, who else? I was telling y'all yesterday, I think it was, when I was wishing you a wonderful Father's Day for those who are fathers and for those who have fathers. Hey, Robert, how are you, sweetie? I was so happy to be back into my routine. And we were taking a few weeks off for the respect of what was happening in the country, which is very well deserved. And LANCOME is so good to us. And LANCOME is very respectful about, no crossing boundaries, being respectful because it's important. The voice has to be heard. Hey, Robin. Hey, Robert. Hey, Zendaya. Zendeka, I'm sorry. It's just so classic and so sexy, those names, I tell you. We're going to wait a few more seconds because we're a little earlier, as you know. But I am so happy to be back into my swing of things. Vicky, Huto, how are you? It's really hot, or Hood, or whatever, I kill last names here so badly that when after I finish, I get emails saying, you still, after so many years, you don't pronounce my last name properly. I said, I'm sorry. It's like one of those things, But we are having, hey, Connie Ross, how are you, beautiful? We are going to have a phenomenal, hey, David, we're having a phenomenal, hey, Judy, how's so nice from Orlando. How are you? Sonia, te ves lindo, thank you. I love compliments, because I don't pay you. Hey, Marlene, how are you, sweetie? I don't pay you all to say, hi, Marlene, how are you? I don't pay you to say anything positive. Well, I want to say something positive. I don't. If anything negative, don't. Just get out. I'm joking because you're so loving and so wonderful. Okay, Milita, how are you, sweetie? How's your baby? Okay, so today it is my first Facebook Live after 2 weeks, and like I was saying earlier, there are many very important issues that we were having in this country, and LANCOME is so respectful to all the different communities, ethnic groups, and beliefs, and whatever you name it, because my English is not the best, so I'm going to try to put it together the best way. Hey, Angela, how are you? That we were trying to be respectful because we wanted to make sure that the voice was heard and things was happening. I'm so happy that a lot of things happen in a good way. So, but I postponed my GENEFIQUE hacks or multiple usage of GENEFIQUE for today because I thought it was good to see you, Ricardo. Me too. Ashley, how are you, sweetie? Ashley Foster, Nancy Webby, Jamie Vane. I think Jamie had a great Facebook Live outside in her swimming pool. Very sexy, I don't have a swimming pool here, so I'm sorry, I cannot bring it in. But anyway, so let me tell you, hey, Catherine Albert, Sima, Jamie. I'm going to give you a little more about my background. So most of you know it, some of you don't know it because I have such a good followers and I appreciate all of you. I made it almost 2,600, which is amazing. And the support that you give me every time makes me even work harder for y'all. But, I'm Ricardo Costales, National Makeup Artist for LANCOME and the brand ambassador for LANCOME as well. That's a new title we are using right now. I've been with LANCOME for 30 years this year and I love it. I will not go any other place because I just love the skincare. I love the makeup. I love everything that represents LANCOME, which is very important. But one of the what I believe that I attribute the quality of my skin, and I know you always give me compliments about you look so glowy, you look this, you look that, which I appreciate all. Catherine said, I have made you so many times. I know, me too. We're back. But anyway, I attribute the quality of my skin, the glow, the radiance, anything that you always tell me because of the skincare that I use, which is LANCOME. I've been using LANCOME for so many years. I was one of those who didn't have good skin many years ago because I had acne marks. But from discovering what it worked for me, what didn't work for me, Robin, thank you. Congratulations for 30 years. It seems like it was yesterday, to be honest with you. I don't even look 30, which is awesome. But anyway, with trial and errors, like anything that you do in life, I discovered that LANCOME was the best skincare for my 20s, my 30s, and my 40s. Eventually 50s, but not there yet because I was born 1996. Anyway, so that stays there. Your skin looks beautiful. Thank you, Marlene. But anyway, and one of my favorite products that I would say it has contributed so much to the quality of my complexion, the luminosity, the brightness, the glow, the plumpness is GENEFIQUE. And for those who use GENEFIQUE, you know that GENEFIQUE is one of those products that once you start using GENEFIQUE, you will never go without. Because it's one of those products that the moment that it touches your skin is love at first application. And you know that when you don't have it around you, because for example, a few months ago, I forgot it at home. I didn't have anything. My skin not only looked it, but I also felt it that I didn't have my GENEFIQUE. My GENEFIQUE is one of those things that when my routine starts with GENEFIQUE, I know my whole day, my self-esteem is better. I can go an extra mile. Hey, Loredana, Tanya, Ashley. Anyway, 1996, don't laugh, Ashley. I was born 1986. Anyway, but GENEFIQUE for me is one of those things that my routine has to start with the one and only. It's one of those things that when you apply GENEFIQUE on your complexion, you have this brightness and this plumpness and this youthfulness and this radiant about your skin without doing anything, just by opening the bottle. And you see when we open it, look what happened. This comes out and it's a pre-measure. So every time you open it, you have the same amount of GENEFIQUE that you're going to apply into your complexion. We at LANCOME give you 7 days challenge, but I will tell you this. The moment that you apply, you can see how your skin has never been better or the same. But imagine after the 7 days, how much better. So if you haven't tried GENEFIQUE before, I challenge you to use GENEFIQUE for 7 days. You're going to notice the first day, but I give you 7 days. LANCOME give you 7 days. No questions asked, no return. I mean, who cares? I mean, try it for 7 days without any worries, and I promise you. But write down in my comments, what do you love so much about GENEFIQUE? What is what you love about GENEFIQUE so much? And if you haven't tried, try it and then give me the comment, because I'm eager to know. I want all of you to be enamored and in love like we are in love as well. Now, what I always tell all of you, anytime you use a new skincare routine or using something different, take a picture for every other day or every day in the same spot in the bathroom so you can compare. Because unfortunately, your brain tells you what it is right now. It doesn't tell you what it used to be. But I'm telling you, we give you 7 days, but 1 day will be sufficient because you're going to notice. And you can tell how your complexion becomes very healthy, very radiant. And the reason why we created GENEFIQUE is because as we get older, the use protein in our complexion diminish. You can tell a child, 8, 9, 10 years old, when they wake up or when you see them, the skin is so luminous and so alive and so plump or whatever. Well, unfortunately, as we get older, those use proteins diminish and they are not as active. The moment that you start putting GENEFIQUE on your complexion, it's like a turn-on switch. All those use proteins start getting activated and you get the luminosity, the light from within. It just makes your complexion not only radiant, but alive and brighter and radiant, which is what, I don't know about you, if my complexion is alive, glowy, radiant, all of the above, I feel, hey Carolina from Venezuela, my complexion feels better, I feel better, my self-esteem is better, and my day is so much more productive, okay? So I want to hear from you. I want to see if you tried GENEFIQUE before, give me the comments. If you're still currently using it, give me comments. If you haven't tried, listen, I believe that everybody should use only LANCOME, but I'm not kidding myself because people like different needs, different wants, different tastes. But if you're using something that is not LANCOME, and you want to incorporate, hey Benita, how are you? If you're going to incorporate Genifique to your current routine, I promise you, not only you're going to see a big difference, but hey Sheila, but what you're going to see is like your complexion is all of a sudden, it's like if you put Miracle Glow in a plant. All of a sudden you wanted to get rid of it and you put Miracle Grow and water in the plant and your complexion can be, hey Odile Rougeau, how are you? How are you? San Francisco, I think you are now. Ankala, how are you? So Genifique is one of those things that when you try, you love, you fall in love, and your skin even love you more. Guess what? It also has bifidus and yeast prebiotics, which I don't know, it's a complex, okay? But what it does to your complexion, many years ago, we didn't hear anything about the skin barrier surface because we didn't care. Baby oil, iodine, that's what I liked it. Well, now I'm paying for it. But Genifique has bifidus yeast prebiotic complex, which help strengthen the skin barrier surface. So so if you're outside a little longer than your normal, this is gonna take care of not only the past problems, future problems, and in the present, you can enjoy it a little longer with your friends. My skin is more plump. That's what it's. Sima says that her skin is more plump. That's what Genifique does for me. And that's what Genifique does for her. Rosa, how are you? Scott Carlisle, how are you, sir? Anyway, we have some. I love this Facebook Live because we have women and men. And let me tell you, for men up there, after you shave, you put Genifique on your complexion and you're going to see the difference in your complexion. Healthy, radiant. If you are prone to have irritation from shaving, this is going to calm it down, but it's going to just give you a healthy, very good feeling to your complexion. Also, is filled with loving skin benefits, which is very, very good. Okay, so little introduction about me, little introduction what we're going to talk about it. But the whole premise for today is just to give you what we call Genifique hacks or multiple usage of Genifique that we can incorporate, or what we call in LANCOME, the LANCOME mixology steps that we mix different products with Genifique. And we're going to show you today how versatile and how wonderful Genifique not only is to use as your serum, but you can use also in different parts of your makeup application. Or, I mean, I want to surprise you. I don't want to, hey ladies, you see you're here now. Jackie Galette, how are you, my sweetie? Okay, so we're starting. So I'm going to give you from 1 to 10. I'm going to name 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to explain to you what it does for you. We know that we love Genifique. We know we love it. It's part of my skin routine. It should be part of any skin routine, whether you are 100% Lancome or when you use other things. You can incorporate always Genifique on your complexion and your skincare routine, and every day and every night. Like my friend Robert Cook says, if you have skin, you need to use Genifique. Now, if you're an alien, that's something else. We need to talk to them separately because we might have to make a concoction, a little cocktail of Genifique with something else. We don't know what kind of skin they have right now. Anyway, so my first Genifique hack is what I use when I have to do a Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and when Robert said mixology, shaken, not stirred. Well, 007. So my first Genifique hack is when I have to do something important, like today, talking to y'all. Hey, Suzette, how are you? And when I have to go and talk to people, or when I have to get up very early in the morning on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock in the morning to take my plane. I don't want to look tired because I have to see people. When I call it Genifique on the rocks. And as you could tell, I have a little bowl always the night before. I put it in the refrigerator. And look what I have, my little famous jade roller, facial roller. So what I do is when you have Genifique, very chill, very wonderful, and you apply it into your complexion, not only you wake up right away, but what you do is, oh, let me show you one more time. You see, every time you open it, look, it pops up. And you get always the precise amount of Genifique here. Now, from time to time, I'm going to do this with you. I wish you feel the coolness and the chillness that this Genifique has been for a few hours. And if you were sleeping, you will not be sleepy anymore. Now, I also freeze this too, and I give myself a little facial massages because this is so good to promote circulation, If the night before, wink, wink, you were eating Chinese food with a lot of salt, or one or two glasses of wine or cocktails, you know, your little coffee, this helps you beautifully. So this is my first hack. And I'm telling you, let me put my goggles, because without my goggles, forget it. El rulito, I'm going to translate it in Spanish. Susana from Malaga, Spain. El rulito is the best. It's easy to follow or to find. Just go to one of those Chinese market or ethnic markets or ordering Amazon. You know, it has to be jade, it's better. And when it cools, it really keeps the coolness very long. The complexion becomes not only very alive because the coolness of it, but all the benefits that GENEFIQUE has. And I'm telling you, that is why this is my first and number one, GENEFIQUE hack that I use every day, every night. Not if you need to go someplace or a restaurant or whatever. This is the thing to do. Freeze it, not freeze it, but cool it, chill it, and then put it in your face. And I promise you, it's gonna look like you slept 10 extra hours, which is nice. GENEFIQUE tips, my beautiful friend. Oh, hello, Sheila, you're so sweet. Debbie Pearson-Wogan, the mother of my cats. I have to say, the third cat is a little better. I have 3 cats. Atticus, which is the love of my life. Fiona, which is the love of my life. Fernanda, I would like to be the love of my life, but she's so ornery and she's not loving me as much. But anyway, so I'm gonna work on her now. Benita, put your GENEFIQUE sheet mask. Yes. Also, you can put this very chill, or you can chill the envelope with the mask and put it cool, and then that's wonderful. Thank you for calling me on that. Svelte looking skin, Ricardo. Deborah, the royalty is in the house. Let's bow to her. Okay, my second one is one that I did for the beautiful video that the national makeup artists, Dareas, Robert, Alex, Manny, Troy, Marcel, Jamie, and Caroline did. And this is one of the things that, you know, when you are feeling that your lips are dry because you're going to the beach, hey, Joanna, and you feel that you have, you know, you love the Absolute lip balm, which we all love it. Acacia honey, Proxylin. But I find out, and I realize that when I do a little of my lip balm, just very tiny, as you could tell, and then I put a little drop of my GENEFIQUE here, it's like a little mouth mask. When I tell you what it does, you just let it absorb by the skin naturally. Not only you get the benefits from the lip balm, obviously, which is plumpness, it has Proxylin, very hydrating, very beautiful, but the benefits from the GENEFIQUE is amazing. It just makes your complexion, the color of your lips even brighter and pretty. And it feels delicious, which, you know, that is another thing that is awesome. Good tip with the mask. Yes, Benita, that's very wonderful. Now, my third one is one that we forget so much, and right now we're using so much because we wash our hands so many times. We put Purell, we put alcohol, we put gloves, we put so many things, and our hands are being stressed out. I feel that when I do this to you, I'm screaming, please take care of our hands, including my hands. And if you haven't tried the Absolute Premium BX hand cream, I recommend for all of you to try it for many reasons. Well, first of all, it has SPF 15. And if you are one of those who drive, high importance to have SPF 15 so you don't get the sunspots. And as you know, we're all guilty of that. And then we start seeing men and women sunspots and freckles, which is not sexy. And we need to be more sexy, you know. The second thing, it has soy and sea algae, which not only promotes elasticity, but firmness too. As we get older, ladies and gentlemen, both, we lose density, we lose volume, and you know, we start seeing more veins, and you're still seeing this coloration from previous year. But when you use the Absolute Premium BX hand cream, with this hack that I'm gonna tell you, look, it's pretty cool. So, you're gonna do a little of the hand cream, as you could tell. You see here? Okay, now, you're gonna put a little drop, not even the whole drop of this, because you don't need it, but a little drop of the GENEFIQUE. But who out there love Absolute Precious Oil? Like I always call it, my precious, you precious, everybody's precious. Look. Just a little drop, and look what it's gonna be. This is the most awesome and productive cocktail in the world. Okay, when you do that, you're gonna start seeing not only that the color, the complexion is restored, you get luminosity, you get protection from SPF 15, but the elasticity and the firmness that the hand cream gives you, and the more you do this, look, I know I have hair and stuff, but look, I love it. I'm telling you, it is sensational. If you haven't tried the Absolute Premium BX hand cream, try, because it's so phenomenal. It lasts you 9 months. A little goes a long way. But if you're driving, if you're working on the yard for the summer, if you're going to the swimming pool, you're going to the beach, and your hands are getting a toll, because you know, just because you have beautiful nail polish doesn't mean that the skin has to be, it has to match. You have to be sexy, because you know how it is. Eileen Bertucci, Marlene, you're always there for me, I swear. Okay, so that's my third hack. Let's go to another one. Okay, for this one, I ask you, do not panic. If you don't have an old mascara wand from previous mascara that you wash, or if you cannot achieve one of those disposable wands, don't panic, because if you have an old eyebrow brush with this little brush, you can use that too. For that, okay, I'm gonna go blind again, okay? I feel, hey, Michael, how are you? I'm gonna go blind again. Look, GENEFIQUE Eyelight Pearl is as delicious and so beneficial than the GENEFIQUE for the face. In many ways, they puff your eye area. It helps with the brightening around the eye area, the illumination. But we are claiming now that when you use the GENEFIQUE Eyelight Pearl on your lashes every night, it promotes lash growth or makes your lashes very nourished. And you can see, visibly, you can see your lashes to another level. But how much better level we can get if I can show you one step, one ingredient, one minor little drop to this hack that I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, the first thing that I'm gonna do is to open the GENEFIQUE Eyelight Pearl. You're gonna take just a little amount, like a little drop. You see it here? Okay, now, the next thing is we're gonna do, my hands are so greasy from the oil. Okay, now I can do it. We're gonna take the Cils Booster. Now, who doesn't love Cils Booster? Cils Booster not only has vitamin B5, vitamin E, it creates this beautiful nourishing lash. It promotes hydration, it strengthens your lashes. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take just a little of the, you see it? This is the GENEFIQUE, this is the Cils Booster XL. Now, and I told you, don't panic, okay? Now, look what I'm gonna do. A smidgen of the oil too. What I want you to do is, I want you to mix all those three together. Okay, can you see it? Mix it together. Now, what you would do by itself with the GENEFIQUE Eyelight Pearl on your lashes, we're gonna add a second thing, which is, okay, I'm blind here. Look, put it not only from the roots, but put it to the ends. Have you noticed when you go, take this challenge from me. Take a mirror, go outside with natural light, and get a good mirror. Notice what's happening to your lashes with no makeup. You notice that the roots are better and healthier, especially if you're using the GENEFIQUE Eyelight Pearl. But you notice that the tips of your lashes are becoming brittle, almost breaking. Well, when you use Cils Booster, the little precious oil, and the GENEFIQUE Eyelight Pearl, not only you're going to put it from the roots, but you're going to put it at the ends, because the end is what I'm concerned, because that's when you put the most stress, removing makeup, rubbing your eyes. But when you do that, I promise you, you're going to notice. If you want to do this challenge, do one eye yes, one eye don't. I don't like those challenges because I want to be even. I don't want to look like I have palsy, you know. But I promise you, when you use these three things together every night, you're going to start thinking of me and saying, damn, these lashes are gorgeous, which is the way to be. Susana me encanta, Connie Rose. Okay, you know, essential oils are very important, especially for hair, especially for follicles that have been a little dormant. Hey, Carrie, so nice to see you from Austin. Okay, this is my third one. Now, no, my fourth one. My next one. Who doesn't love sugar scrub ever? You know what? I don't think there's any better scrub in the market right now. Not only it does what it's supposed to do, polishes your skin, exfoliates your skin, it makes your complexion even and pretty. If by accident, and I said only by accident, you put it in your mouth by accident, it tastes like honey and sugar. So, but don't put it in your pancakes. It's just for facial, okay? So, who doesn't love this? Well, I tell you when I like to go a little extra with my sugar scrub, what I do is I take a little. I don't want to put too much because I don't have water here to remove it. So just put a little. And then I'm going to put my GENEFIQUE as well. So imagine putting like a quarter amount in my face and neck. And all of a sudden, I mix it with the GENEFIQUE around the lip area, around the area, forehead, neck, in the ear section. Because you know, this is my pet peeve. Beth, how are you, sweetie? What it does, not only you're exfoliating beautifully, but you're adding the benefit from the GENEFIQUE, which not only after you remove it, you're going to see more luminous skin, but you're going to see your complexion more happy, more loved, more hugged by the scrub. Because even though it's a gentle scrub, but it has so many benefits. But when you add the GENEFIQUE on it, look, I'm going to remove it, okay? Because I told you I don't have water, but I'm going to put a little water here. My goodness. One day I'm going to have my green room and I'm going to have everything here. So I'm going to remove it and look what's happening. Look at the glow, look at the luster, and the scent is like to be in glory. Hey, Pedro, my brother. Hello, I love my brother. He's such a good, all my brothers, by the way, they all have kids. And so I don't have any kids. I'm allergic. I mean, I'm not allergic, but you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I love my brothers so much because they're the best parents. And being Father's Day yesterday, they have such an example of what we learned from my father and from my mother. And for that, I'm so proud of them. I need to say that in public because it makes me feel really good. Okay, so we did the sugar. Not only it's going to, oh, by the way, the scrub, as you know, when you put it on your face, it's going to be a warming scrub. So it's going to feel a little tingling, warm. That's normal. Again, by accident, if you put it in your mouth, just taste it a little. Don't drink it, okay? Good. Sheila. Okay, the next step. Sometimes in the summer, you want to wear something pretty, something linen, something casual, but you don't want to put too much makeup because it's 90 degrees, 100 degrees, but you want to have an evenness. Obviously, when you use LANCOME skincare, your complexion becomes very healthy and radiant. But as a human beings, we're never happy with what we have. We want to make sure, Helen, how are you? Diana, how are you? We are not happy. We always need to find something. So if I show you that we can create the sheerest, most even coverage using a concealer and GENEFIQUE, would you believe me? Let me show you. So look, I'm going to take a little of the effervescent. Why did I take effervescent? Well, effervescent, I love effervescent because not only is long wearing, it's waterproof, but it's also give you a full coverage, but the finish is a matte finish, but very healthy and very natural. For the summer or for all year round, if your skin looks pretty, I don't want you to cover it. I want your complexion to be healthy and radiant. So I put a little of my effervescent here. Now I'm going to open my GENEFIQUE. And look what I'm going to do. Just put a little, okay? So you see, mix together. Now, look what I'm going to do now. We're going to mix it up together, okay? Let me get, where's my mirror? And look, just even it out. You don't have to put it everywhere. Even though it's so sheer, even everywhere will be okay too, in the ear. Look. Okay, let me see. Let me put my goggles because I'm blind like a bat. You see? Sheer. So when you go outside with your pretty dress, with your sandals, with your cute earrings, with your pearls, looking sassy, you also look sassier because you don't have a lot of makeup. So it's you and the beautiful you showing to the world, which is really nice. Okay? So this is a great hack, especially if you're going to travel and you're going to bring all your makeup, but you want a little. Effervescent or any other your favorite concealers could be worked too with your GENEFIQUE. It would be awesome. You know, a good tip is when you get in your free gifts, the little minis of GENEFIQUE, don't throw those. Keep refilling them. In that way, you don't have to travel with all your entourage of skincare, which I do because I'm a little excessive, but I love it. You know. Okay. So the next one, GENEFIQUE here. Okay. If I tell you, okay, and summer is here, and you can tell I'm Well, it has been raining so much. I've been cutting the grass so much. I have a family of hogs outside screaming and screeching all the time. And it's crazy. So I'm more tan. Hey, Suzanne, how are you, sweetie? So I'm very tan. So if I show you a way to have a sun-kissed look, very sheer, very luminous, would you be okay with it? Of course you are. So I'm gonna show you anyhow. So anyway, so look. So what I did was, forgive me for not having the original containers, but we haven't been able to get it in our thing. So this is my bronzer. This is gonna be the most beautiful sun-kissed texture glow without having anything on it. So we're gonna take a little, okay? And look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little La Base Pro, our beautiful La Base Pro primer here, just a little, you see? And the sponge is really good. You can use your hand if you want to, but I don't know, I don't like to dirty myself. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little drop of the Genifique. Now, for that, I'm gonna get this type of the number 7. Oops, dripping here. I'm gonna use the number 7. I'm gonna mix it together, okay? Now, let me see. Look what's happening. Sun-kissed, healthy, but nobody will accuse you to have makeup on you because guess what? It's so sheer, it's just luminous. And what I love about this is like the benefits from the primer keeps you oil-free, very healthy, very pretty, very even. But the bronzer is oil-free as well. It doesn't separate. But the Genifique is what gives you this glow. I don't know if you can see. Can you see it? Okay. Let me put my goggles on there. I can see if you see me or not. Okay, very healthy. So you don't want to be naked. Well, not naked with clothes. Please don't go naked unless it's allowed. But what I'm saying, don't be, if you want your face to be no makeup, that's great because I know you're taking care of your complexion. But if you want to have just a little, because you want to have the pictures to have that sun-kissed look, beautiful look, that's going to be very healthy too. Okay, so let's go for the next one. Okay, now, if you want to have a little more coverage than the effervescence and the bronzer, but you still need to be natural and healthy, okay? So look, who doesn't love, I know Suzanne ordered this the other day and she was so happy, she sent me a text, guess what, I got it. So anyway, so Skin Feels Good is one of those foundations that the finish is the texture is very natural, it's very healthy, but the finish is very dewy, very hydrating, which is awesome. But you get it SPF 23, which is great. But one of the beautiful things about this product is like, I could use this color and 2 other people different from my color can use it. It's adaptable to our complexion. So not only Lancome is wonderful, but it's also thinking about adaptability. So thank you. So what I'll do about this, okay, is again, not too sheer, but light, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put just a very little amount of it here. Can you see it? Okay. Then we're gonna do my favorite Nourishing Absolute Oleo Serum. Okay, oh, I almost squared myself. And then of course the beautiful Genifique, which every time that I apply is so cold and chill, it wakes me up. So look at these things, the 3 things, okay? Let me take care of this. Now, if you don't want to have a lot of coverage, you can use this kind of brush. And this is what I'm going to do. Look, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do half of the face so you can see the difference. Remember the ear, okay? This is going to give you a very healthy glow. You're going to look very even, very healthy. But what I love about this, you're going to have a luminosity all day, making you very useful. How many people out there, and this is a question that I want to ask you, you know, I was feeling pretty much, I'm very keen. I feel very good about myself because I take care of myself. I'm not lying to you that some days I might be a little low in excitement. I don't know if that's possible, but happen. But sometimes, you know, I feel that I know myself 100%, it could be at 80%, 90%. How do you handle not being always there always? So what I decided to do is like every time that I feel that I know in my best, I have to do an self adjustment or self questioning. What is happening that I don't feel myself? What is causing that I feel a little negative? What is happening in my life that I feel that I'm not as loving to myself and others because something is happening. And always, 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 I found the answer because I stay put in the moment, go into the gut area here, which is the answers. And pretty much is when I feel that I'm centered with upstairs, with my universe, is when my life goes well. When I deviate a little more, is when I start kind of, go on the other side, and that's when I start feeling good. But I want to hear, how do you cope with those things? Do you have them? Are you perfect? Because I want to know. If you're perfect, I want to be perfect like y'all too. Okay, so look what happens. Healthy, radiant, and nobody can accuse you to have a lot of makeup, which I love that. Okay, Genifique. Okay, now summer is here and spring just left up. We had such a beautiful spring, really. But so many of you said, Ricardo, I like that creamy blush looking thing that you posted the other day. It's very beautiful. I mean, I want to have a creamy blush application, but I want it to stay. Don't worry. You know what? Whether you use the Ruby Cream Collection lipsticks or whether you use, hey, Jonathan, how are you? Let me say hi to Kelly Howell. Okay, Alexander, amen. You see, we're in church today here. Whether you use the L'Absolute lacquers or whether you use the Ruby Cream lipsticks, which are long wearing, those are the ones that you need to do. I did it in one of the videos before, but I'm going to show you. I don't want to do too much red on my complexion because I might have to go outside and I don't have time to clean my face afterwards. But I'm going to show you how you can create a very glossy blush application without using. So I'll put just a little. Oh my goodness, this Chill Genifique is it. Now, you're going to do this, and again, you can do it two different ways. You can use it with your hands, or you can use it with your brush. But just remember, build it up. Don't put too much. You see, I just put a little, and look what it does. You can also put it for your eye area if you want to. That gives you a little more of a oomph. But look at glowy, look at healthy. Envision you outside with a cute linen dress or pants or whatever, and envision you with cute sandals or wedges, cute earrings. Your hair is it. Your hair is everything, really. And you're feeling good because you've been taking care of yourself. And when you see yourself in the mirror and your body's telling, my goodness, you have been taking care of the Rolls Royce. And for those who know me, we call ourselves Rolls Royce. We need to take care of the Rolls Royce. We don't want to take care of the Pintos because guess what? That's past. Rolls Royce were classic. We're beautiful. But you see what it did? Just give you a little color without having too much. It's very fresh. It's very useful. Any age could use it. There's no age for this. It's just, it makes you look like you're a little girl. Okay? Now, Ashley, oh, look at that glass skin effect. You see, I love Ashley because she knows what she's talking about. Thank you. She is so good and successful with the Miss America pageant and Miss North Carolina pageant. I wish you could follow her because she's phenomenal. She is so good with her people and her girls. She's so passionate and they do so well when they're under her, which is good. Alexander James looks so radiant. Thank you so much. Okay. My last but not least, okay, and I'm going to show you this. We always had it. 20 years ago, we created what is called Juicy Tubes, and it was a sensation. And since then, the sensation came always to a peak and always great because people loved it. Imagine having a mega, I don't know how to say it, mega gloss, Juicy Tube that is going to give you up to 4 hours of hydration, but it's going to give you like a healthy glow. You can wear this all year round. But summer is to be lighter in textures. My formula of how I think it, if the weather gets hotter, you get lighter in textures. If the weather gets colder, you go richer in textures. So this is great. You can use this by itself. You can use this on top of a lip liner, or you can put this on top of your lip liner and lipstick. Remember, hey Rami, how are you? Ultra Gloss. Thank you, Jamie. Ultra Gloss. You see, I always like my peeps here. I don't have my, all those producers that a lot of people have, like the Jamies, the Caras, the Roberts, because they are professionals. I'm here. This is very organic, which I love it that way. But thank you, Jamie, for Ultra Gloss. So my last hack, which is wonderful, is to create a marriage between the Absolute Lip Balm Honey and Rose. We're going to put a little here, okay? Then we're going to put a little of the Juicy Tube. This one is called Marshmallow, Marshmallow Electro, which is, I love the names. Some of you commented on some of my videos, my lips look very full or whatever. This is what I do. I mix the Absolute with the Juicy Tube. And without having color, because the color is lighter, if you're not one of those who are gifted by the gods upstairs who have beautiful full lips without being injected, or if you have help, I love it too. I don't have it, so I like to make them a little fuller. And look what happens when you do that. It just makes your lipstick and your lips fuller, because the formula, when you paint oil, I used to paint oil, the lighter the color, it makes them fuller. The darker the color, it recedes, it makes them smaller. So if you are not one of those who are gifted, some like all those Instagram beauties up there, you will have this beautiful. And then you put the Genifique. Look, you leave it, you mix it a little, and now you seal it with your Genifique. Now, tell me this is not pretty. You see, this is 500 times beauty. I'm telling you right now. Okay, guys, I hope I gave you enough hacks, multiple tips about Genifique. But what I'll tell you is, I'm going to tell you this one more time. If you haven't tried the Genifique, please, I give you the challenge. Try it for 7 days. If for whatever reason, I know there's no reason, you don't like it, send it back. But what I'll tell you this, the moment that you start using Genifique, you're going to get so excited about continuing using the LANCOME skincare, because that's where you're going to start seeing results. Youthful, brightness, plumpness, radiance, luminosity galore, and that is what is going to be so amazing for you. Before I go, I have to share something with you that it happened to me. Sometimes, you know, like I told you, I'm not 100% perfect, and sometimes I question myself, because I started very low in these Facebook lives, and I have a good followers now, because you're loving and caring, and I'm trying to be as organic and authentic as possible, with a little wit, with a little funny, because this is what it is to have fun together. But I started this, I started doing my videos, but no like Facebook Lives and stuff. And I received an email the other day, which I want to share with you. She asked me not to mention her name, where she lived, or anything else, just to give her the context, because she said, if you, anyway, I will tell you this. I received an email from this lady, and she said, I don't know you, I never met you, but by accident, 2 months ago, I saw you in one of your live presentations, Facebook Lives. And I saw you how animated you were. I'm glad she didn't say crazy, because then I would have deleted that email. No, not really. So anyway, she said, I saw your energy, I saw your way that you were talking to us, and I felt like you were talking to me. I just ended a horrible marriage for 13 years or something. I have a minor child. I don't feel like myself. I have zero self-esteem. To wake up in the morning and to make breakfast for my child is the only thing I take. But something happened, she said, and I'm reading. She said, I was watching you, and you say something that it triggered something in me. And she said, you were talking about we need to be loving to each other. We are Rolls Royces. That's why I brought the premise before. And she said, what you did to me by saying that I was worth it, that I was enough, that I have so many years of my life ahead of me. And the other thing is, you needed to, then she said, and I know you mentioned something, I don't remember because I talk so much. She said, you mentioned something that sometimes we need to stop the bad habits and to start new habits, to love ourselves. We need to rewrite our stories. So when it comes out of our mouths, okay, our stories, our wishes, our dream manifest into the universe, and it happens real. This nonsense of, I'm not pretty, I'm too fat, I'm not high, I'm not this, I'm not that, or whatever, it manifests in the universe. And that's what I'm trying myself to do it. Anything that comes out of my mouth, positive and loving, has to come from my heart. She continued to tell me that she couldn't afford a lot, but she started with the GENEFIQUE and she started with one moisturizer. She didn't specify which one was it. And she said, but the second day, I look at myself in the mirror. It's a better me. I was not there yet, she said. But I want you to know that it has been almost 2.5 months taking care of myself. And I can see my wings now. I look forward to clean my face in the morning, to take care of my complexion. I look forward at night to clean my face for the whole day, to put my treatment. But the best thing about it is the moment that I go outside to schools or around the neighborhood with the kids or whatever, everybody says, I don't know what you're doing, but you feel beautiful and you look beautiful. Now, I started crying because, I'm like a softie. But what she said to me was this: I want you to know that you have a gift. So that's when I started. Oh my God, I'm going to go like crazy. You have a gift with words. And I think you're one of those people who has been chosen to have a message. The message, whatever the message is. But you did to me, what you did to me, and your video and your compassion and your loving words coming to me, I will never forget it, and I will always treasure it, and I'll follow you every time. So I know you are there because I've seen you today. I just want to share with you and with others what you just shared, because you make my day, my month, my year. And even though 2020 has been very challenging, we're still healthy, we still have food, we have a roof, we still have wonderful things to be thankful for. And the best part of it, this shall pass as well. And more things, better things will come to us. And for that, I just want to tell you, I treasure all of you for following me every week, because it's an honor for you to allow me to go to your homes. Maybe I have something to share, maybe I'm annoying, I don't know. No, annoying, I'm wonderful. Remember, I'm changing that too. But I just wanted to tell you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And to my beautiful lady who's listening to me, because I've seen you several times, you make my day, but it's because you are beautiful and you are Rolls Royce. And for that, I'll see you Wednesday in Facebook Live at 6 o'clock again with another wonderful topic. Take care. See you later.